And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Chargers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
Touchdown, LA!
Brad McConkey.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Chargers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Looking to put a drive together.
Go, Reed. Go. Let's go now.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's Ward.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dawson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw is Ward.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
Viking 18.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They suspected it as a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
19, Charger, 19.
Now Ward.
He finds his man complete. That's Dawson. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down. I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
79 Broncos.
To throw, here's Ward. That's to the tight end, Wiley. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Cowboy 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Viking 18.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Throwing now, Ward.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Throwing is Ward. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll dump this out to Hampton, complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Pass out left finds Johnston. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And he's
He's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Omarion Hampton, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
7 o'clock, Cougar 19.
Ward. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Set, go.
Herbert going to give to Hampton.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Hampton.
That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Johnston.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a very strong gain of 24.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
On 1st down, it's Hampton.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
A 9-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they will stretch the lead down to 17
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the gun, Ward. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Dawson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Seven Pirates! Eighteen Rattlers! Ready?
To the air again, Ward. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
18 Cardinal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now Ward on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Glenn McConkey, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Eagles. They crash.
Throwing to start the drive. Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense is getting after it now. They get the sack on 1st down, and now the pressure's there again, and that forces a throwaway.
Near the rope. Past the 60. 60 Maverick. Warriors 70. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hurt. Ranger. Go.
From the gun on third down, Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Viking and Steve. Dragon 50.
Ward, a final shot before break. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
18
Back to throw. More. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go now. That's Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw. More.
That's complete to DK.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Tennessee Lions. 19 Lions.
They'll throw again. Ward.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Chigakonkwo.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is off the crossbar, but it makes it over anyway. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Options galore here, second and a few inches.
Set.
A run once more with Hampton. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Set.
Now it's Herbert. To the right side, he finds his receiver Harris. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Set.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass hauled in by Johnston. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trying to run for it with Hampton. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Set.
On 3rd down, here's Hampton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Chargers 31, Titans 10.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Moore. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Out of the gun, Ward. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 37-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dawson. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down, Tennessee.
79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Here's Ward.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
To throw is Ward.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now second down and 20.
Now Ward. And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
Still leading 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ward now working out of the gun.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Trap 60, trap 60. Warriors 70, Viking 8-6, go.
Throwing now, Ward.
Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Hacking tight,
A
hacking
6-yard
tight.
pickup brings up second and goal at the Chargers' 4-yard line.
Throwing is Ward. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
19 Lions. Broncos, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Ward, 3rd and goal.
And he's got it. That's a Titans touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 36-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Set.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown, LA!
Ladd McConkey,
62 yards.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they will bring up 2nd down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, here's Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Ward.
He finds his man, complete. That's Dawson.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the Chargers.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll complete this one to Okonkwo.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
14. And the Titans' 1st down.
To the air again, Ward.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Dawson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
At the
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
Viking 18. Come on. Viking 18.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Working out of the gun here, Ward.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chig Okonkwo, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Titans get a bit closer. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Herbert.
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing a partner. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Seven Pirates. Dragon 60. Panther 60.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from the...
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramas.